Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. In today's video, I'm going to reveal one secret you can use to turn one customer into potentially hundreds of customers for your business while selling door to door. What's great about door-to-door sales is you can take that skill set and basically go into any market and start building a business and start making sales. But one thing to really keep in mind is if you implement the concept of name dropping, it can really take things to a whole nother level. You know, one thing that a lot of businesses and sales reps make the mistake of is they don't name drop or they don't use that to their advantage. And if they would do that, could really increase their sales. So a lot of companies and sales reps, when they're selling door to door, they don't necessarily know where to start or where to begin. And if you take an existing customer and start implementing the strategy of name dropping effectively, it can do a lot to bring in more sales and get better results for your business. So one thing that a lot of sales reps kind of encounter when they're selling door to door is a lot of times they'll come off as just another salesperson. If you don't have an effective reason of why you're there, it does a lot against you, right? Most people, when they answer the door, if you're selling door to door, are going to have their guard up. They're just initially going to see you as just some other person that's there trying to sell them something, when ideally your goal should be to come off as a messenger of good news. And one way that you can kind of have them lower their guard and then also come off as that messenger of good news is name dropping. So as a company, as you as an individual sales rep while selling door to door, taking advantage of name dropping can do a lot to help you take your business and your sales to the next level. So again, you want to find that existing customer, right? So whatever you had to do to get that, maybe you started off door-to-door sales in cold market, talking to people that weren't existing customers or anyone near them, whatever the case might be, great. Once you have that first customer, now you can start taking advantage of name dropping. And you can also do it as well just from name dropping people that you've talked to. You never want to not build with integrity though. So you always want to be name dropping either existing customers or people that you've talked to, but never try and mislead people and making them assume that people are customers when they're not. That's one thing with door-to-door sales. Unfortunately, it can get a bad rap where some select few people have built it without integrity and have sold door to door without integrity, but that's not how you want to build your business. You can do great things, you can get great results, you can make a lot of sales building with integrity, so there's no reason to not do that because you can get great results and build your business ethically at the same time. So when you are name dropping, again, it does a couple things. One, it can help build that trust and rapport very quickly and give you a valid reason of why you're there instead of just coming off as someone just trying to sell something, right? So again, in most cases, people do business with those that they know, like, and trust, and you can establish that more quickly when you're coming from a point of almost a referral where, again, you don't necessarily imply that if it's not the case, but name dropping existing customers gives you a great and valid reason of why you're in the neighborhood. So when you use that, it's going to do that of building that trust and rapport quickly. In addition to building rapport quickly, name dropping can also play on a couple other factors as well. One of them is the bandwagon effect, where most people, they don't want to miss out on things, right? They're going to take action far more quickly on something for what they're going to miss out on than what they have to gain. So the bandwagon effect is basically when a bunch of neighbors, a bunch of families in the neighborhood are on your products and services, that family doesn't want to be the only one missing out, right? So they're going to want to take advantage of what you have to offer. So as you're name dropping and going through a neighborhood, the more customer base that you're building up of neighbors, the easier it is and more likely someone is going to buy to take advantage of that bandwagon effect where they don't want to miss out and be the only one not with something that all the other neighbors have. On top of that, it also plays on the mindset of keeping up with the Joneses, right? Almost everybody is affected by that these days, and what happens is at the same time, the more customers you get in the neighborhood, someone doesn't want to miss out and be the only neighbor again that doesn't have something. So they want to keep up with all the other neighbors and, be at their status level, whatever the case might be. So again, they're going to get your product and service to keep up with the Joneses as well. And another thing with name dropping too, of how you can use this to turn one customer into hundreds, is in the form of area management. A lot of people struggle with that in door-to-door sales, and so it can give you a great way to get more customers out of an area. Unfortunately, sales reps and sometimes companies as well, they'll do what they call burning an area, where they'll go through it very quickly and they don't really track who they talk to. They don't track who doesn't answer. So again, you want to pay attention to that. So there's various software programs out there where you can track what doors have been knocked, who's answered, what results you had. Worst case scenario, if you need to do that as an individual sales rep, awesome. Do that. It can help improve your numbers, because again, you can go back to an area where there is existing customers, but neighbors haven't been talked to about your product and service. So again, once you do finally reach them, like I said, it's going to be a lot simpler, a lot easier, and you're going to be having a better time making that sale by talking to existing customers, neighbors, rather than just a cold potential customer, right? So you can take advantage of all those factors, the bandwagon effect, name dropping, the keeping up with the Joneses, and then effective area management. When you implement all of those at the same time, it can really help take your sales to the next level and help you build a business quickly utilizing door-to-door sales. So again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And if you are in door-to-door sales, be sure to head on over to d2dmillionaire.com, enter your information to get access to our free podcast training on how to avoid the 5 most common reasons why sales reps fail in door-to-door sales. So again, if you're struggling, maybe you want this year to be your best year yet, or you want to hit that new sales level this year, head on over to d2dmillionaire.com, enter your information to get access to that great training. But thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.